Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day. It's Friday. Finally, weekend is here. Wild week. Wild week. Thanks to Powell. And this is oil chart actually. It's jumping. So, gotta pay attention to energy stocks. These energy stocks getting close to winter. It's gonna get even probably more hot. And then solar stocks gonna get interesting. So, anyhow, we got green futures. So we'll see if this is a dead cat bounce or it's a valid bounce. Pre-market right now, 5 minutes is about the dead cross right now, but 15:30 1 hour is upward, and the 4 hour we got first yellow bar. So it is a small sign of bottoming for market right now, but we'll see how it reacts. If you see a lot of names 4 hour MACD golden cross today, then we're gonna have a temporary bottom and probably some bounce up, and then we'll see what happens. But general trend on the daily and weekly on many names are downward. um, you can see here we got red bars on the TTM squeeze on daily and weekly. Even some names have red bars, which I will go over it. Pre-market is upward, so we'll see if it's gonna break 4400. 4400, if it breaks, then 4426.75 is the next target. NQ, same thing pre-market. 15:30 1 hour is upward. 5 minutes is on the edge, so we'll see what's gonna happen at open. If it's gonna be profit locking for swingers, call swingers overnight, or it's just gonna from the open is gonna drop. So if it drops, then we can go lower again. As always, pay attention to the 15 and 30. If you see 15:30 MACD dead cross, then down we go again. 4 hour again, we got yellow bar on the NQ, so we'll see if it gives the golden cross or not. But I really don't like these red bars on the daily. It's showing the general trend downward. So gotta be cautious playing calls, and if you do, just be cautious. Don't hold them too long because the general trend is downward. Anytime it can fail and reverse back. Dow Jones, same thing. RUT. Um, don't have a 4 hour golden cross yet. TNX. TNX is staying still on the range. On the top, it's hovering above 44.20, 44.6. So it's all about 45.74. Most likely this target is gonna hit, but if it does break it, then things can get very ugly. General trend on daily, weekly, and 4 hour is upward. So until we don't have a 4 hour dead cross, no hope for TNX to come solid downward. DXY was red, but now it went green. Direction on the 15:31 hour is downward. Daily is flat, no clear sign, no clear direction on daily MACD, but we'll see. Right now is hovering around 105.492. So if it jumps up, if you see 15:30 MACD golden cross, we can run up to 105.985. If this 15:30 MACD's direction is downward, if it continues and it goes lower, text can run up higher, and we're looking at 105 145 next target. Good morning, thank you so much. And also, if there's any symbol you're interested, let me know. Yes, there is a lot of fear in market. Maybe people on weekend and they start talking more about crash coming. There is so many people comparing charts to 1987. There is so many people talking about a crash coming in October or something. We'll see. There is no sign of a big bounce yet. There is a lot of fear, so gotta be very cautious. Um, Wicks pre-market 4% lower. Direction is downward. 4 hour we don't have a dark blue bar, and daily MACD is very bullish. So gotta be cautious on Wicks. Weekly is upward. Daily is upward. Any dip, there is a possibility to go back up again. So gotta again. Don't know how many times I have to emphasize. Be cautious about any run up. Um, BTC directional, it's holding up compared to other things, but we'll see. I mean, crypto people holding up, so maybe they're still expecting end of the year run. Apple pre-market 1 point higher. This is a safety name, as I mentioned yesterday. It opened and it jumped. It's a safety name, and it's possible to do another jump today. 175.82 is the target, and maybe it touches at open. but be cautious because every time you touch it yesterday it pulled back. So for now it's just probably gonna be yo-yo between these levels, between these four levels, 173 to 175.82, until it breaks it strong. Either way, then we're gonna have another solid move. Direction is downward on daily and weekly. You can see we have very red bars on the daily and TTM and the weekly TTM, and this can turn ugly when it breaks. Once it breaks 171.96, the low of this season. um, Amazon 2 points higher, and 4 hour we got yellow bar. It's opening above 131. Need to get above 132.46 for a run up direction, and the 1530 is still upward, but there is weakness there, and daily and weekly is downward. Weekly is dead cross, so there's a clear weakness. The stochastic fast is super downward. Once it breaks 128.72, if it rolls down, if you see 1530 MACD dead cross, we're looking at 129.6, 128.72 come again. And once it breaks 170, 128.72, then it can go lower to a lower major level, which is 124.09. Nvidia 6 points higher. I mean, people love AI still. There's a lot of hype is still in AI. It's definitely, there's a lot of sign and rumors about slowing down. It went too fast, too high, and but right now Nvidia 417 is a magnet level. It comes down, it goes back to it, it goes up, it comes back to it. So it's probably just this is level is gonna stay. Once it breaks 422.97, then it can get interesting and run up higher. I like that the 4 hour is near golden cross. We got the yellow bar. Watch 417 17. If it passes it strong and 422.97, then it can go run up for 432. But again, as I mentioned, direction in general is downward on daily and weekly. If it fails 410 at 66, we're looking at 405 and lower level to come. All right, Baba gap up open, 4 hours golden cross, and it's opening around 87.59 major levels. So if you see jump up, next level is 88, 89, 90, 56. That's the next level. Not a clear direction pre-market right now on 515. 30 is still bullish, 1 hour is still bullish. So it's all about the opening action. If you see it open and jump, it can run to 90.56. Direction is still downward on daily, weekly, but right now market is not open. So once it opens, maybe we'll see some yellow bar on the daily. BDU, same thing, gap up open 4 points. So 133, if it passes, is strong. We're looking at 135, 137.27. I don't like that the 15 got a dark blue bar. Netflix, it was a nice jump up at open yesterday, but it was very short term and it pulled back. So this name, because daily, weekly is downward, as I mentioned, any name direction is down on daily and weekly. Any jump can be temporary and short term, and this one was no exception. So for today we have to watch two level, 384, 388. If 384.56 fails again, it can go to the lower level, 380.48, 377.96. But 388.64, that's a key level to watch. If it passes, it can run up back to 400. Pre-market looking very bullish on 15:30 1 hour, so possibly maybe does another jump up like yesterday, and if it passes 388, those are the levels. Meta is not giving up. Meta daily MACD dead cross yesterday, but still defended 295 and went higher. So and right now is opening 4 points higher. It's all about 300.8. It failed many times. It failed yesterday again to touch it, even to pass it to 300.8. But if it does pass it, it can run back to 303, 305. It seems like Meta is becoming a safety name. I mean, because they run a lot of advertising. I'm sure they're making tons of money. So yeah, I mean, if you see 1530 MACD dead cross again, support is 295, 292. But I really don't like the daily MACD's dead cross. Maybe at some point next week it does fail 292 and goes lower. Once it breaks 292, we're looking at 282, next major level to come. Tesla, it went down yesterday after market, but then right now is gapped up and went higher. 4 hours still not golden cross. Once it golden cross, it would be interesting. But there is mixed signal. Weekly got a dead cross. Daily is on the edge to have a dead cross. and right now is opening up, so we'll see how market react. It's right now is in the yo-yo range between 256.54 and 260.41. Once we have a strong breakout of 260, then it can run up to 266, but below 256, because daily MACD is dead cross. If it goes below 256, if you see 1530 MACD dead cross, and if you see a dump at open and passes 256, 252, 248, 246.1 is the next target. Rates are staying higher. Tesla is so much dependent on borrowing money for expanding and investment. So next week, I think is 246 is gonna come before it has a mass crazy run up. And I'm still very bullish on Tesla for the October release number. I think they will have a big release, and I think before that, market will have a run up on Tesla before that. So we'll see. Best is to wait for the 4 hour MACD Golden Cross. Once that happens, then it can have a valid run up. Anyway, enough of Tesla. Microsoft activism is active. What is it? That name, Activision Blizzard deal is getting some positive feedback. It's opening 2 points higher. Yesterday was very interesting. It passed 320 and jump up higher on the news, but it failed to break 326. So for now, two key levels to watch at the open: 320.94, 322.17. If it does break 322.17, it can run up higher to 324, 326, retest maybe high of yesterday. But if it can hold 320.94, it's probably going to be consolidation up and down with the support of 318.47. Direction on a 15:30, 1 hour is upward. I love it that the 4 hour is about to golden cross, and but again, direction on the daily, weekly is downward, and we have a red bar. Maybe it does some jump up, maybe it does some run up into the next week, but most likely at some point it could fail and go lower again. Google, same thing as other names, 15:30, 1 hours upward. It's all about 131. Passes 130, 182, it could go to the higher level, 132, 134. Doubt it goes that high. But 130.04 is the key level to watch. If it can hold there today, we're looking at 120, 128, 127, 16 retests. Daily is way downward. Weekly is on the edge to have a dead cross. Once the dead cross confirms on the weekly, it can go retest the lows of 120. AMD, another weak name in general. Daily, weekly is just horrible. Look at this TTM squeeze on the weekly. We have red bar, daily same. But for now, market doing some temporary jump up. 4 hour we got yellow bar, so 97.51 is a key level to watch. If it can pass it strong, pass pre-market high 97.65. We're looking for 98.49, possibly maybe retest 100, and then we'll see if it's gonna pass it strong or fail and go lower again. Boeing 200 mental level right now is stuck there. 4 hour again on the edge to have a golden cross, but I don't see any crazy powerful run up. You can see direction on weekly how bearish it is, and it's all about breaking the lows of yesterday, which is 199.71 or pre-market 199.53. If it does break that one, we're looking at 198.37, 196.91. It's possible intraday does some jump up, maybe goes to 203, small chance to 205, but again, it could fail at some point and reverse back. SPY did do. It's stuck between 432 and 433.46. So once it passes 433, it does have a chance to go to 434, 436. I like it that the yellow bar we got on the 4 hour showing some sign of bottoming for now. 1 hour we got a light blue bar, so it's all about 433.46. That's a key level. But again, 5 minutes MACD is dead crossing pre-market, and if it can hold 432.54, it can go retest lower level again, and it's all about breaking lows of yesterday. If it does break that one, 431, 429, 428, 62 is next. QQQ right now is stuck at the level 359.97, so 360 mental level. 4 hour we got yellow bar. If it runs up today, if you see a jump at open and the 5 minutes MACD golden cross again, it can run up to 362 and higher level, but doubt it goes too high to 367. Need a monster catalyst. We have a PMI coming at 9:45, I believe. Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, 9:45 we have global composite PMI flash and manufacturing PMI. and service PMI, and then we have some Fed people talking. So there's a lot of events. We'll see what those affect. AVGO, it's all about 818.96. Passes that one, it can run to 830, 844. 4 hour, we got yellow bar there. What else? ENPH, oil goes higher. This can run up higher. The higher the oil price goes, the more interesting the solar stocks become. 128.85 is a key level. Passes that one, we're looking at 134, 141. IBM, nothing exciting there. UNH was very hot yesterday, but right now 15:30, 1 hours downward. So next support is 495.76 there. If it jumps past 506, it can get really interesting. What else? That's pretty much it on these major names. LLY was very hot too yesterday, so it went down crazy. It flushed down, but then it recovered. It's all about 555.6. If it passes that one, we're looking at 560, 564, 567.91. eBay was running hot on the news release too. So if it does break yesterday high, we're looking at 45.84, 47.12 next there. W got some upgrade. 65.51 is the next target. PDD Chinese names are hot, so 96.89 is the next target there. If it passes that one, it can go to 100 and higher level. Yep, that's pretty much it. As always, be cautious. Trend is down still on the daily and weekly, but the 4 hour we're getting a lot of yellow bars on the TTM squeeze on the 4 hour indicator, and there is possible some jump up at open. Then we'll see if it's gonna be a continuing on a stub run up, and then PMI at 945, or it's gonna be fail at some point and reverse back down again. And yeah, so if we jump up today and we close green, it's possible to have a little bit continuation into early next week, but then it's possible midweek next week market fails and go lower again. Anyway, best of luck and have a beautiful day and happy weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in.